I saw my friends performing in 2004.
You know, a lot of us like to have a challenge. A lot of people like, in some ways, to be told, like, oh, you can't do that.
I was instantly obsessed. I had to learn it. I had to know everything, and I had to be really good. And I got really obsessive about practicing constantly.
And one night I was just on the edge, you know, admiring everyone, and a friend walked over and she said, you know, you're ready.
Nocturnal Sunshine is a fire performance troupe. We've been doing fire dance since about 2000.
Fire dancing comes, I think, first from the Maori tradition. The Maori people of New Zealand started with something called poi, and they didn't do it with fire originally, but poi was used to build dexterity with like their warrior people, and to build strength as well.
We try to do something risky or really hard, or because society gives you this extra validation for doing something like that.
On just a personal level, everyone gets along, and then on a creative level as well. But there has been a major conflict within the troupe before. We actually had to ask a troupe member to leave because it just didn't, personalities clashed.
We started to take a more professional edge. We scaled back. Performers who weren't really committed or just didn't have a very high skill level kind of just dropped off naturally.
If you want to be part of certain groups and they're running at a certain pace and doing more risky things, you're probably going to have to go along with, or you may not get to stay with that pack of people.
Competition between fire troops, it's definitely an interesting idea. We are professionals. We are trying to earn money. We are getting ourselves out. And then if there's other troops that are trying to draw in the same clients, it becomes a little bit of a problem. But it's, I keep being reminded that the rising tide lifts all boats. It makes us perform better.
Sometimes competition can be healthy. It makes you work harder to try to do better and to show how can you maximize what's the best you can be at whatever you're trying to do is a good thing.
I joined the troupe somewhere around 2001, 2002, and have been actively participating weekly, monthly, yearly. It's definitely a family, a small knit group of friends. We're not exclusive by any means, but you have to get along with the people that you perform with, or else, you know, you won't. When you're not getting along with someone, you're not creatively inspired.
When accidents happen when fire dancers get together and show off for each other, that's when I broke my foot really badly because I was at a festival with other fire dancers and I was showing off. And the worst burns I've seen have been fire dancers showing off for other fire dancers.
Showing off, to me as a psychologist, that's in my mind a bit of a red flag, because that's like someone who's maybe feeling very insecure is needing to go above and beyond to prove themselves.
The hardest part about performing has been various injuries, because I broke my foot fire dancing, and it was a 9-month recovery process with 2 surgeries. So watching my friends continue to perform and staying in the troupe and coming to every practice, watching everyone practice and not being able to do it myself was really, really difficult.
I think competition crosses a line into being dangerous when, if the activity, the competition that you're creating or participating in becomes life-threatening. The harm is irreversible that you could do to yourself.
We have trained safeties. We have people that come with us to gigs and they watch us very closely. They help us put our tools out and help us watching closely to make sure, because if we're dancing and we catch the back of ourselves on fire, which almost never happens, but it can, we have no idea. We're in the spotlight. Everyone's watching us. We've got fire twirling around us. We have no idea we're on fire. So it's really absolutely essential to have somebody that's watching you like a hawk to say, get your bag.
The audience's role in a danger performance, such as, let's say, fire dancing or knife throwing, something like that, is that they build the excitement and the anxiety that is part of, I think, the thrill of doing it, or it's part of what makes it so like such a challenge.
We love exposing people for the first time to fire dancing. It's my own personal challenge to stay inspired, to stay motivated to perform and to fire dance.